All right, so we're back again. Here's another website here that I wanted to show off. It's called Magiceden. So I know I covered on the first video, it was the OpenSea, which is operating on the Ethereum mainnet and Polygon and Wrapped ETH. On this network here, it's strictly on Solana. So this works on Solana, which is let's look it up. I want to show you what that is. So it's another cryptocurrency. It's much more cheaper than the Ethereum, which is this is $146. So the fees are a little bit more cheaper. It's not as complicated as Ethereum with gas fees, which can get crazy. As I explained in the other video, gas fees can eat up a lot of your profits if you're a newbie into this new space. So, just wanted to show that. And this is magiceden.io. And here's where you can get where you can browse NFTs that are on the Solana mainnet. So there's more websites. I'm just doing one at a time. So this is some where you can check out upcoming launches, which some of them are sold on the same page. They're sold right here. You don't have to go to a specific website for the project. Some projects do it on a separate platform. Some projects do it on Magiceden. So they'll give you the name of the project, and then they'll give you the date. Today's January 14th. So obviously all these projects came out today. Some are from yesterday. And then you can take a look at new collections, stuff that has dropped. So, this is where it's recommended for people that want to get into this space. This is where you would want to start if your budget is really not all that high. This is where I've actually I've invested in here, as well as on OpenSea, which the stuff that I minted on OpenSea or bought on the secondary market, it's really nothing crazy. It's just stuff that I liked. And one, I thought it was going to be a play. I'll share that later on. But here I've got into a couple projects that I was trying to play it to try to make some money, and obviously mission failed with that. So what are we going to do? So look, this is one project here on Solana, which I remember when this came out, there were like 3 sold, which, roughly about $400. And now look at the price of that. So if you do the math on that, each soul is what? Each soul is $146. So if you do $146 times 12, you're going to get $1,700. So that's what it's looking like for the cheapest item on this website. So, just get familiar with this. It's the exact same thing as Ethereum, as OpenSea. The only difference is this is on Solana. So you can't buy projects that are on Ethereum. You cannot buy them on this website. Only Solana plays. So, so you can actually, if you have your own project, you can come launch your project right on here within their own space. Or if you just want to mint projects from the original owners and then come over here and sell it on this page, you can also do that as well. So let's take a look at this. I don't even know what this is. It's called Flappies. So this is going to be the price for this is going to be 1 soul. So that means $147. So it's at 95% right now. 1 soul. If I would have had some soul right now, I would have probably minted this without even knowing what it is, because there's only a few of them left. It might do good on the secondary, so we'll keep an eye on that, see what happens with that. But Magiceden, this is where I've gotten my feet wet with Solana, and then there is more websites. Like I said, I'll be covering them as time passes. Then they have the like bootleg version of the Bored Apes, and this is a little risky play to get involved with this type of stuff, because it's a copy. It's a copy of an original project already. So you could get some backlash for that, and you could lose your money. That's another thing about this. None of this is financial advice. I'm just basically showing you where you can browse around, look at projects, and get a feel for this, get educated, because I've been getting educated for the last 2 months. and I'd waited like a month before I even bought anything, just because I don't know what's going on with this. This is all weird stuff, and you don't want to just FOMO, which is failure of missing out, into a project without knowing exactly what you're getting yourself into. You know, So this looks pretty cool. You can go right there, and then you look at the floor price. Then you look at how much volume has been invested into the project and what's the average sale price and how many are listed. So it's 1,111 tigers roaring around Joe Exotic in Solana. We are true tiger kings of Solana. And there's a total of 1,111, but there's only 318 listed. So, this is the type of stuff you're going to read. Like, they're affiliating it with Joe Exotic. No affiliation, but they're using his name. So you got to be careful what type of projects you get yourself into, because a lot of this stuff is not going to go anywhere. So Magiceden, this is where you want to come take a look at some projects that are on the Solana mainnet. And, you can just browse around. You can click up here to browse. You go to collections, and you can just look at all the collections that are on this platform. You can click on this. You see, again, as I broke it down, all the information is on the top. Then you can check out their there's no that's not good. There's no socials. So it looks dope, but there's really no following to this. This looks pretty good. Pretty good art, And some of this is dope right here. Wow. Whatever this is, it just looks really amazing. So, sometimes you just, if you got money that you're going to invest, you're just going to buy stuff that you like, just to keep it. This stuff looks amazing. Amazing. I don't know anything about this, but you can just browse around, and you're going to click on things and be like, wow, that looks pretty good. I might want to just collect this piece. And you can also print these pieces out and put them on your wall. This is what's going on. So you'll own it in the blockchain, and then you can have a physical copy in your living room or your bedroom. And then, like, oh man, this looks pretty good too. I just like the colors of this, I have no idea what this project is about. 499 pieces of AI generated art with 500 pieces buried in the sands of time. So this looks pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. So then you can see the volume, the activity, just to see how much movement is going on into this account. I didn't do that on the OpenSea yesterday, but when you click on activity, it'll show you what's going on, the transaction, the time, and the amount that it was sold. And then you just click on items, and then you can take a look over here. You can see the attributes, different, there's different, each NFT has different attributes, which makes them, which is what is used to rate it. Basically, that's what is called rarity. So you will go by these attributes, and that the more rare, the more valuable your NFT. So let's go back to, you can just browse, take a look, get familiar with it, and then you can just click on something that you like, and then you can follow their socials, go on their website. Let's see if we find something else that draws of our attention. So these are like the most popular ones. Well, this was a little popular a couple weeks ago. And that's the thing with Solana. Some of these projects would be popular for the moment, and then they just disappear. There's no more movement. So you have to be really careful what you get involved with in this space. It's very, very, very risky, very, very risky, because it just gets hyped up in the moment, and then projects just disappear. You won't hear any type of movement from them, and then you lose your money, and then you're just left with a picture, with a virtual digital, with a digital picture in your wallet. So, and then I'm not getting into any wallet activity yet. I'm just showing all the platforms. So yesterday we covered OpenSea. Today we're covering Magiceden. So you can get familiar. This is a different blockchain. This is on the Solana mainnet, which is a whole different cryptocurrency. And Ethereum is another cryptocurrency which is on OpenSea. That is what is used, and obviously Polygon and Wrapped ETH are being used over there. But over here is just strictly Solana. You cannot import Ethereum trying to purchase anything on here. But this is where you would come to take a look at projects that might interest you and you might want to just collect. So as time passes, I'll do more videos on more platforms because there's many more platforms. That's why it's called NFT browser. We'll just be browsing around on these platforms and bringing you up to speed with all the knowledge that I currently have as I'm learning more and more new things about this space. Remember, general contractor in the state of New Jersey. Hit me up if you need some painting services. I got you. Peace out.